Starlink Internet, developed by SpaceX and led by Elon Musk, has become one of the most exciting technological advancements in the world of internet connectivity. As of 2025, Starlink is making waves not only for its cutting-edge technology, but also for its potential to change the way the world accesses the internet. Designed to provide high-speed internet to underserved and remote areas, Starlink relies on a constellation of low Earth orbit satellites to deliver its service. This satellite-based internet service has grown significantly in the past few years, and in 2025, it is offering some impressive features, specs, and performance upgrades that make it a serious contender in the broadband market. One of the standout features of Starlink is its ability to provide internet access to regions that are typically neglected by traditional ISPs. Whether it's a remote village, a rural farm, or an isolated community, Starlink brings reliable internet access to places where it was once unavailable or impractical. With thousands of satellites orbiting at lower altitudes than traditional geostationary satellites, Starlink minimizes the issues typically associated with satellite internet, such as high latency and slower speeds. The low Earth orbit (LEO) satellites used by Starlink enable a significant reduction in latency, which has been a game-changer for satellite-based internet. In terms of internet speeds, Starlink has made impressive strides in 2025. The service now offers speeds ranging from 150 Mbps to 250 Mbps, which is more than sufficient for most household needs, including streaming HD videos, online gaming, and video conferencing. These speeds are a significant improvement over traditional satellite internet, where users often experience frustratingly slow connections. For users in remote areas where cable or fiber optic connections are simply not available, Starlink presents a viable solution that can rival or even outperform some urban broadband services. While Starlink's speeds are still subject to location, weather, and network congestion, the overall performance is a significant step forward. Another key benefit of Starlink is its relatively low latency. Historically, satellite internet has been plagued by high latency due to the long-distance signals it's traveled to and from geostationary satellites. However, Starlink's use of low Earth orbit satellites significantly reduces this latency, offering ping times as low as 20 to 40 milliseconds. This improvement makes Starlink more suitable for real-time activities like gaming, video conferencing, and other online interactions that demand a fast and responsive connection. In 2025, these low latency rates have helped elevate Starlink from a novelty in remote areas to a serious internet option for users in more urban settings as well. The reliability of Starlink has also been greatly enhanced in recent years. Early on, users experienced more frequent outages and issues with weather disruptions, as satellite signals could be blocked or degraded during storms or heavy rain. However, thanks to ongoing improvements in Starlink's satellite technology and network management, service interruptions have become less common. Expectations have become less common. While extreme weather can still cause occasional issues, users in 2025 report more stable and consistent connections compared to the service's earlier years. This increase in reliability has made Starlink a preferred choice for users who need internet access for business, education, and entertainment. The Starlink hardware, including the satellite dish and modem, has undergone significant improvements as well. The dish, once large and bulky, has become smaller, more compact, and easier to install. In 2025, the Starlink kit can be set up by most users without the need for professional installation. The dish automatically aligns itself with the satellites in orbit, simplifying the process and making Starlink more accessible to a broader range of customers. This user-friendly setup has made Starlink a popular choice among those who don't have the technical expertise to install traditional broadband equipment. Affordability is another area where Starlink has made progress. While the initial costs of Starlink's hardware and subscription plans were relatively high, SpaceX has worked to reduce prices in recent years. In 2025, Starlink's pricing is more competitive with traditional broadband providers, making it a more attractive option for users. The monthly subscription fee typically ranges from $90 to $120, depending on location and service plan. Although this is slightly higher than some wired broadband services, Starlink's flexibility and availability in remote areas make it a valuable option for users who previously had no other choices. While Starlink's coverage has expanded significantly, it is not yet universally available. Although the service has grown its reach and now covers much of the United States, Canada, Europe, and other regions, there are still parts of the world where the service is not yet available. SpaceX has ambitious plans to continue launching satellites to expand its network, with the goal of providing global coverage in the near future. In 2025, Starlink continues to work on filling in coverage gaps and ensuring that even the most remote areas have access to fast, reliable internet. Despite its many advantages, Starlink is not without its limitations. For example, some users may experience slower speeds or throttled data during peak usage times when the network is under heavy demand. In densely populated regions or during periods of high traffic, users may notice a drop in performance. However, Starlink is actively working on scaling its network to accommodate increasing demand, and many users still report a better experience compared to traditional broadband alternatives. Environmental concerns have also been a topic of discussion regarding Starlink. With thousands of satellites being launched into orbit, there are concerns about the impact of space debris and the long-term sustainability of the satellite network. SpaceX has taken steps to mitigate these concerns by designing its satellites to be more eco-friendly and reduce the risk of collisions in space. Additionally, the company's efforts to reduce the environmental impact of its operations have been a key focus for Elon Musk, who has made sustainability a core element of his various ventures. Starlink's impact on the global internet landscape in 2025 cannot be understated. By offering high-speed internet to underserved areas, it has opened up new possibilities for education, business, and communication in regions that were previously excluded from the digital world. The ability to provide reliable internet access to remote locations has had a transformative effect on how people live, work, and interact in these areas. In conclusion, Starlink has come a long way since its inception, and by 2025, it has established itself as a legitimate alternative to traditional internet services. With improvements in speed, latency, reliability, and affordability, Starlink is changing the way the world connects to the internet. Whether you're in a rural community or an urban center, Starlink offers a high-quality internet experience that rivals, and in some cases surpasses, more traditional broadband options. With continued expansion and innovation, Starlink is poised to play a key role in the future of global internet connectivity.